How majestic is your name, how redeeming is your grace, how unselfish is your love, that you would give your all for us. So we cry out, holy is the Lamb, and we cry out, worthy is our Lord, and we cry out, we have been redeemed. We cry out, we cry out.
All right, peace of Christ to all. This is a Christian Prince with you again, and I hope today, guys, we will have a good time together and we will learn something new. As you see, the name of our video today, or our podcast, is Was Muhammad a KKK or a Nation of Islam? There is many racist groups exist in the West, in America, and everywhere. And racism is a fact we live, and simply nobody can deny it. But you know, racism, for me as a Christian, is rejected, and there's no question about that. The Bible have many verses reject racism, and the Lord said that He loved the world, and He ordered us to go and teach and preach in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, to all mankind. And actually, for those who do not know, the first people who accepted the Christianity after the city of Antioch was those who they are in Egypt and Ethiopia. One of the most ancient churches was the Ethiopian and the Coptic, and not to forget to mention the Indian. This is why if you go and search about the Orthodox, Syrian Orthodox in India, you will be surprised, and you will find a lot of astonishing information about how long Christianity went it all the way to India. And those are the fathers of Christianity, in the beginning of Christianity, the apostles of Jesus, who went all the world to speak to the people of color, not only to the white one. So Christianity, there's no question about it, that it is against racism, and the Messiah is for everyone. He is not for the black, he is not for the white, he is not for the Asian, African, it doesn't matter. The Lord, He created us all, and we are all belong to one man, which means we are the descendant of one man, and that is enough for us to believe that we are equal brothers and sisters. And anyone who teach something different, he is seeking evil. If you are a white man or a black man or an Asian, and you are looking for differences, you can find differences always. People who they are looking for hate and discrimination, they can find it, trust me, even within the same color. As an example, I am a white person, and still I am not white for the white. They say, well, he is a Middle Eastern, you know. If somebody want to find, he will look for differences, he can say, well, there's a differences. Even if your eyes is green and your eyes is blue, still for them they will find somehow, some way to say or to make a reason to create hate. So racism is not necessarily about your color, it's about somebody, he is empty inside and he is looking for a reason to reject the others so he can be supreme. So it's a self-esteem belief. Today we will investigate to see if Muhammad was, from which side Muhammad was. Was he a person who believed in no racism? Like there's a hadith the Muslims they keep quoting for us, saying that Muhammad in his sermon he said that in Islam there is no Arab, there is no foreigners, there is no black, there is no white. The best of you is the one who is more close to Allah. Now, is this true? If this is true, then that should be the the practice of Muhammad. Because I can say right now, make a speech for you, say, as I said, I just like the last 5 minutes I was talking about how we reject racism, but in fact I can be a racist, but because I know that the public will not accept it, and especially if I have a people who support me. Let us say I have people who support me that are black, so I know if I say what I believe, I will lose them, so I can be hypocrite. So was Muhammad hypocrite? Because if this statement is true, that there's no black, there's no white in Islam, then how we can explain the following, which we will show you on the screen together. So I will start, and as you know me, I'm not a person who say things without proofs. Now, before we start, any one of you have any question for me, you want me to make a video, or you have a request, or you are a Muslim want to debate me, please feel free to contact me in this address as you see there. It's the same website for donation for those who would like to help us in our mission. However, you can send me a private message and you can contact me there. And people, by the way, are allowed to download my video and post it anywhere they want. Feel free, no problem. But don't claim that this is yours, and mention that this is a Christian Prince, and we will appreciate it if you can post a link underneath to show people where you get this video from. Now, for sure, we have I have my website too, where you can contact me. You can go to Investigate Islam. You see it in the screen too, or even you can visit us in our Facebook page. However, always it's the easiest way to go to investigateislam.com, and from there you can find all those addresses. So let us go back to the topic, and let us hit in the head. I will start from things. All of it is coming from Muhammad, starting from racism, not only with a human being, and then we will end with the human being. So just let us see step by step. You know, the Muslims, they try to convert people to Islam, but when they approach someone is white, it's not the same when they approach someone is black. As an example, if you are a black person, they will not say to you, the same things they will say to a white man. They will not go to a white man and says to him, do you know what you did to the black people? No, no, no. They will say that to the black person, because they want you to believe that what the Western man did, it was Christianity, and what the Christianity did is making you a slave, when the fact is not absolutely false. Islam is a religion of slavery, and Islam promoted slavery, and Muhammad himself, he was a person who buy and own and sold slaves, and I have many videos about it. And this is my challenge for the Muslims, to name for me one slave was bought by Jesus or sold by Jesus. At the same time, I challenge you Muslims to show me that Muhammad, he did not buy a lot of slaves and sold a lot of slaves. And that's why I say, from their fruits you shall know them. Because if Jesus never bought slaves and never sold slaves, and he never encouraged us to own slaves, then should we follow Jesus? In the time of Jesus there was a slavery, so how come Jesus never have a slave? Don't tell me he cannot buy one. Someone, he can raise someone from death, he can make a lot of money. Like, don't you think that the rich man who Jesus will raise his family member, he will give him all the slaves he have and all the money he have just to raise the dead one? Don't you think kings around the earth, they will pay Jesus all the money they have to raise them from death if they die? But Jesus never asked for money, and never own a slave, and never even own a horse or even a donkey. That is the Messiah. At the same time, if we compare with him, between him and Muhammad, we will see Muhammad how many slaves he have. However, to read about this thing, I have a big section in my book which is called The Deception of Allah. I encourage you to read it and see all the proofs and the reference we have there to prove our point for you. Don't pick don't take things we say for you here for granted. This is what I want people to do, you see, because talk is cheap, and it might be false, it might be true. So how you know? I'm going to show you the reference in front of your eyes, and I want you to check everything I say by yourself. You see, don't do what the Muslims do. The Muslims, they are copy-paste nation. They are nation of ignorance. This is why everybody in the moon, but they are still making fatwa about if it's okay to eat ice cream or not. People, they are making microscopes, and they are going to the galaxy, and the Muslims still worry about if we can drink with my sister from the same cup of water, because Muhammad, he made their mental brain focus in stupidity. This is why Muhammad, he come with all supernatural thing, like, if you enter the bathroom, shaitan will play with your anus. Muhammad, he wanted to terrify the Muslims to be worried always from conspiracy. Always there's conspiracy against the Muslims. If somebody eat pork, there's conspiracy. He's offending the Muslim. If somebody have a cross, there's conspiracy. If a Muslim enter the bathroom, shaitan is waiting for him there to play with his anus. So conspiracy is the major part of the life of Muslim. This is why when they speak to you, they speak based on conspiracy. The white, the black, they try to see the differences in your society to conquer, to make you divided. So in this video, we will see who is really the racist. When the Muslim, they speak about the KKK, is that a true argument, or this is a false argument? First of all, if we see those racists, we will see that there was a reason for them to come and exist, which is a very showing the illness of the society. However, we as a Christian will reject all kind of racism, and they don't present us, and they have nothing to do with Christianity. And I challenge anyone to show me one verse from the teaching of Christ saying that you can be a racist or you should be a racist. However, I will show you that Islam teach racism. We will start with dogs. You believe it or not, Muhammad have racism even against dogs. In Islam, Muhammad, he favor the black dog against the yellow or the white dog. I mentioned this before, but I have to mention them all one by one so we can cover everything we want to talk about. I will try to speak fast to make the video shorter, so you guys, you can download it easier and you can go over it. Now, if we ask a Muslim what is really the real difference between a black dog and a yellow dog, anybody can tell me? You people are listening. I want you to tell me, to help me to understand what is really the problem. What is the difference between a black dog and a yellow dog? In my understanding, that those are beautiful animals, and they are the best friend for a human being, and their color have no value. This is how I see it. But how Muhammad he see this issue? Do Muhammad he see the black dog equal to the white dog? If not, then we need to analyze the mentality and the way of Muhammad he think. Because remember, at the end of the day, Muhammad is a prophet of God, supposedly, and he is inspired by his God, so he do no wrong. When Muhammad he teach about something, this is coming from his God. It's not really just someone saying something. This is the prophet of Islam, and the prophet of Islam is sponsored by his God, so there is no way he will make error and mistakes regarding this issue. I will show you in the screen with me what Muhammad he said about this issue. And I want you please to focus with me and think deep, not only just like, let's say, white dog and black dog. This is not, it's not really about white dog and black dog. There's something big behind this. When somebody says to you something, about color, and he changed his decision based on the color, it's mean color is the reason to make decision. So what Muhammad he said about dogs and their colors, and by the way, not only dogs, I can show you tons of hadith about animals, but let us go and I will share the screen with you so we can see together what we are talking about and we can investigate this issue. Here we go. All right, we will go to the screen and we will share with you. Here we go. This is, as you see in the front of you, Sunan al-Nasa'i, and there's many hadith, by the way. I can show you the same hadith in many books. Muhammad he said, where is not the dogs? Oh, sorry for that. For some reason, when you zoom in with Firefox, didn't come correct. Anyway, where is not the dogs from one of the community or a nation of creatures, I would have command that they be killed. So Muhammad, generally speaking, he hate all dogs. All right, but he had a special hate. He hate the dogs in general, and he would love to kill them all. And that alone is enough to prove to me that this man, he have a illness and sickness, and he have a mental issue. He said, from the nation, he hate the dogs, in generally speaking, all right? But I would have to command that they be killed, the dogs, but kill those that they are all black. So Muhammad, he would like to kill all the dogs, but he is really, he know that people need them, so he know that people will go angry against him. However, still he insists to kill the black dogs. Now it doesn't matter what the Muslim will say to you, you know, think about it. What the Muslim will say? Will say the black dog is evil? That's, come on. What they will say? Seriously, why want to kill a black dog? Obviously it's racism. Dogs are dogs. All of them, they say how. Like, have you ever see a dog, he's a black, he say differently? Like, you know, it's the same animals, they have the same habit, they are the same, their look can be different, but you know, the black dog can be very beautiful and cute. But Muhammad want to kill the black dogs. Now why the black dog? What is unique about the black dog? You will see here in this story, I will share with you. Muhammad, he said that three things will interrupt a Muslim prayer. Three things will interrupt a Muslim prayer. What are they, those three things? Let us see together. He said a donkey and a woman and a black dog. Look, he did not say a dog, he said the black dog. A donkey and a woman and a black dog. And this is mean that the woman is equal to donkey and black dog in Islam. And the women, the Muslim, they say to you, Muslim women are respected, protected, all those lies. Here we go. You know, what do you mean? What do you mean interrupted by a woman and you know, what? How you put a woman between a donkey and a dog anyway? Obviously, this religion discriminates everybody. That's why I'm saying racism. Like racism can be like we use a racism as a race or race, right? But if you think about it, racism in Islam exists as discrimination. If we can narrow the meaning against gender, and then against tribe, like Muhammad, he favored his tribe upon all tribes. So you can go and read my reference in my book, where Muhammad, he says the Arab are the best, and from the all mankind the Arab are the best, and from the Best of the Arab choose, Allah choose the tribe of etc. and etc. and etc. From the tribe of etc. Allah choose me. So the best people or of all mankind is the Arab. Here Muhammad, he's saying that the black dog will disturb your prayer. Why? If you go down, they ask Muhammad, why? What is the difference between the black dog and yellow dog or red dog? You see it? What is the difference? Muhammad, he said, the black dog is the devil. The black dog is the devil. This is the understanding and the logic of Muhammad. The black dog is a devil. Now, if we think about it, the black dog is a devil based on what? Is that scientifically correct? Is that a fairy tale story? Is that a stupid argument? Is it a racism? It is all of those actually. The yellow dog is the good dog and the black dog is the evil one. That's weird. And that's sick too. So how Muhammad he say that there is no difference between you black or white, and then he say the black dog is the devil? Why the black dog? Why he did not choose the white dog? Is Muhammad a member of the KKK? Actually, even the KKK, they don't go and say the black dog should be killed. So Muhammad more racist from the KKK. The black dog is the devil. How truthful this is. And the yellow dog is a good dog. I challenge any Muslims from those who will watch the video to put their comment there so we can laugh together at their excuses. I want to see really the excuses so we can laugh at this stupidity and this racism. Now let us continue. This is nothing yet. In different hadith, Muhammad he said, let us show this one. The one who will destroy the Kaaba is a black man. And who is that, the black man? Do you know? That is the devil, Shaitan. The Prophet said, as if I were looking at him. He's speaking about Shaitan, seeing Shaitan. A black person with thin legs blocking the stones of the Kaaba, one after another. Even the Shaitan is a black in Islam. Jibreel is white. Muhammad is white. Shaitan is black. So the black dog is a devil. The one who will destroy the Kaaba, the most important piece of, let us say, property in Islam, is a black man who is the devil. See, the devil will not come to us as a white man according to Muhammad. He will come as a black man. Now, do you really believe in this? He's a man and he's black. This is why Muhammad he described Jesus as a blonde man and described the devil as a black man. So when a Muslim they say to you, look at the Western, they describe Jesus as a blonde. The fact this is Muhammad describing. You see that the Christians, you know, I went to Asia. I saw the pictures of Jesus there of an Asian man. You believe it or not, you can go and search on the internet. In Africa, Jesus is a black man. So what? Go to the Coptic church, you will see Jesus have a darker skin. So what? Jesus for everybody. Those icons are pictures of imagination. However, Jesus have love for everyone. He want to save all of us, have nothing to do with black and white. But obviously, Muhammad he see in the black color the evil. And he come with such an evil statement. We continue. Let us see. When the people, they say to you that Muhammad was a black man, like, you know, the Nation of Islam and those stupid false Islamic sect, which is not even Islamic, you know, they are very funny, uh, because they have a lot of far away from Islam anyway. uh, you will see that when Muhammad, they are describing how white he is. A man, he came asking, where we can find Muhammad? Who is Muhammad? A guy he never saw. He never saw Muhammad. All right. A man, he came and he said, who amongst you is Muhammad? At the time the Prophet was sitting amongst us, his companion leaning on his arm. We replied, this is this white man reclining on his arm. So what Muhammad was? There's no question, he was a white man. So the white man Muhammad, he considered him supreme, and being white is being a good person, and being a black is being evil. So the white Muhammad is coming with the idea that, you know what, the black dog is evil, and the shaitan is a black, and we should kill them. They are our enemies. And for sure, this is a proof to me that Muhammad is a fake man, because when the Muslims, they say to me in their false propaganda that Muhammad, he said in the sermon that there's no differences between the black and white in the front of Allah except his belief. That's false, because we will show you that in the Quran. According to the Quran, there's no white, there's no black man will enter heaven. Only white people will enter heaven. Let us go fast, or faster. uh, Here they are describing more of Muhammad whiteness. You see all those hadith, you can freeze the screen and you can search for the words as it is, copy paste in your screen, and you can search for the hadith. Again, Muhammad is a very white man, very white man. I'm trying to make the video short. In chapter 3 verse 106, it says, يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه, the day where faces will turn black and faces will turn white. Now what does that mean? If you go in the book of Ibn Kathir, here we go. In here you will see, you can go and search under this section. An Ethiopian man will destroy the Kaaba just before the last hour. And Muhammad, he described that shaitan, he is a black person with thin legs, as we showed you in the hadith. All right. If we go to this the same website in the book of Ibn Kathir, and we check the same chapter 3 verse 106, you will find the following. Chapter 3 106, go here. The reason I'm showing you in front of me, so you yourself, you can find it yourself, and you learn how to use those websites, and you have some skills in finding those references. All right. In Arabic, it says here clearly that in that day Allah will make faces white and will make the bad one black. All right. The Muslim, they will say this is no, this is a metaphorical. We can prove it easy to be false statement made by the Muslims. Here we go. When some faces will become white and some faces will become black. All right. Let us see the interpretation of this. Let us see where we can find that. You know, the difficulty in Islamic resource to find explanation of things, it can be really hard sometimes, because Islamic interpretation is mixed up, because the Quran itself is mixed up. So look, like now, he didn't say anything. Where's the interpretation? Is gone. So in order to find interpretation for this verse, I have to go to different verse in the Quran where we can find it. For you yourself, there's no way you can find it. So I'm going to go to look for it. I will go to chapter 27, verse number 82. Imagine That verse is different verse, chapter number 3. We find the interpretation for it in chapter 27, verse number 80. Do you believe it? We'll come to Islam. This verse in the Quran here speak about a beast who will come from the ground of the Kaaba, and this beast is a Muslim beast. He's a good beast. And actually, I believe strongly Muhammad has told this story, some of it, especially the description of the beast from the book of Revelation, from the Bible, and from the Bible in general. You can read the description of this beast and you will see what I'm talking about. Let us keep going until we find it. All right, we're getting closer. We will be there. Just wait. Here we go. The beast will come from the ground and is going to have the staff of Musa. So we can read. This beast will emerge from the earth and will have the staff of Musa and the ring of Solomon, and he is going to strike the nose of this believer with the staff, and will make the face of the believer bright. What bright mean? Actually, this is not a good translation. It is will make him white with the ring. And until the people gather to eat, they will be able to recognize each other, this believer from this believer. And then he says, go down. It will strike the nose of this believer with the ring, and it will make the face of the believer white with the staff. Until when the people gather for the meal, they will say one to other, oh, believer, this believer. It was also recorded by etc., 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 that this is the description of the this beast. You can go and compare it with the Bible and you will see what I'm talking about, and you will see that Muhammad is stealing some of the story from the Bible, which is absolutely far away from what the Bible meant. Then you will see here Muhammad, he said, or the interpretation, there will be no believer left without making white spot in his face, which will spread until his face shining white as a result. You see, shining white, not only shining and white. So he will be a very white person. I hope the text is clear. Let us see here. All right, I'm trying to make it bigger. All right, and then there will be no disbeliever left without making a black spot in his face, which will spread until his face turn to be black as a result, which means all of him will be black anyway. All right, so what the Quran is saying to us, all the believers Allah will make them white, and all the disbelievers Allah will make them black, which means no black will enter heaven, no go zone, black stay out. All of us, we are disbelievers, me, myself, and you, and you, and you, those who are not believing in Islam. Allah will make us black. I have a good news for you, Allah. I like to be black. I have no problem to be black. What's wrong with being black? What's wrong with being black? This is a stupid talk. And why God, he need to make us black and white so he can recognize us? This is the God, the Almighty. He will not be able to know who is believer, who is disbeliever, except there's a beast will come and he will stick us with the ring of the movie of Harry Potter. He will hit us with the ring and the staff, and he will make us black and white, and then we will become recognizable as believer and disbeliever by the color. So according to Islam, the good ones are going to turn white, the bad ones is going to turn black, and that is telling us the mentality of Islam, that you are earning your color by your deeds. You are white for a reason, because you are a good guy. You are a black for a reason, because you are a bad guy. This is what the Quran is teaching us. This is why in the judgment day, all of us, either we will be black or white, and Allah will change our color based on our deeds and our belief. So all the criminals like me and you, we will be black, and all the good Muslims, Osama bin Laden, al-Zawahiri, all those amazing Muslims, Muhammad, they are going to be very white, shiny white, not only white. That is telling me the mentality of Islam. This is why Muhammad, he said in the hadith that the black stone used to be white like milk. white like milk, right? The black stone was white like milk. Let us see. When you size it, let us search for it in Arabic. So the black stone was white. Why the black stone turned black? What is the reason? Because of the sin of the mankind. The sin of mankind made the black stone black. So when Allah He sent it down to the earth, the black stone was not black. So what happened? Here we go. Just wait. Actually, as long as we are here, just to show you how stupid Islam is, look at this hadith. Seriously, just to stop for a second. All right, when the Prophet was dying, all right, Muhammad was in her chest, the chest of Aisha, and then he asked her to bring a dish so he can pee, and then he died. Like, come on, stupid Islam. And you write this in a book. This is telling you how much those people, they worship this man. Even his pee, there's a story about it. Like the guy, he is dying, he want to pee. Do I need to write a story about it and put it in a hadith and put it in a book and people, they will read it? No problem. Where is the hadith? I don't know, like it's not coming. Sometime you find it easy. Let us see if we can add something here. Hajar al-Aswad. Let's type this. No. Anyway, maybe you can search on, like, you know, for me, I don't like really to mention something without showing it. But I showed this hadith many times, that the black stone used to be white like milk, and the sin of mankind turned it to be black. And this is telling me that, you know, when you do sin in Islam, when you do sin, you lose your whiteness. The black stone was white before it was touched by the sin of mankind, but the sin of mankind, here we go. Finally, we found it. Good. All right, read with me. The messenger of Allah said, the black stone descended from the paradise, and it was white, more white than milk. Then it was blackened by the sin of the children of Adam. So what will blacken your color is your sin. So according to Islam, you turn black the more you do evil, the more you turn black. The more you are good, the more you turn white. So who is the KKK? Muhammad is more racist from the KKK, which is against the teaching of Christianity 100%. What do you mean the black stone was white and became black because of the sin? So the black dog, the devil is black. Muhammad, he hate the black color. Muhammad, the white man, is speaking about the black for no reason. Give me one reason to say that all those, the white one is the good thing and the black one is the bad thing. Give me a reason. There's no reason. And Muslims, they will never be able to find a reason for you, because simply this is nothing but a fabrication of Muhammad. This man, he have a mental issue. The angels, they came to Muhammad, they are white. The divine come to Muhammad with a white man. the divine, the angels, they are wearing white. Everything is white. But the shaitan is the devil. So I don't want to go longer in this video. My challenge to the Muslims, based in what we showed, and I can show actually a lot more things, by the way. There's a lot more things, stuff. Muhammad was a person who buy black slaves, and he sell black slaves. Black slaves is exist around him all his life. He have them as servant, he have them as guards, he have them as slaves. Whatever the word slave mean is exist. Muhammad buying black slaves. Actually, one of the names of Muhammad was the Ba'i'ul Abid, the slave seller. This is his business. This is how he used to make money at the time of Khadija. And then when he became a leader, a warrior of gang, he had a lot more slaves. He did not know even what to do with the slaves. And you will find, and always remember, that all the stories we see in front of our eyes is written by Muslims, which means all those stories, the target of them is to make the Prophet look good. Those stories are not meant to expose Muhammad. Those stories are written by Muslims, not by Christians or Jews. Those Muslim stories, they will never mention something sound ugly about their Prophet. So you can imagine how the truth was more ugly, because you know what, if you ask me, if I was there in the time of Muhammad and I'm writing about his life, don't you think the story will look different and will sound different? Obviously it's going to be different, because those people, they are writing about their favorite man, the best man ever for mankind. They will never really say something bad about Muhammad. Jesus never bought a slave, never sold a slave, and he never asked us to do so. He never asked us to capture, to kill, to humiliate, and to abuse. Muhammad, he used slavery actually to spread his religion. Like in the beginning, when he was weak, he tried this tactic. If a man or a woman, they convert to Islam, if they convert to Islam, it's possible in the beginning I will release you from your slavery, but not for long. When Muhammad, he noticed that the number of slaves are converting is more, Muhammad, he cannot do it no more, so he stopped doing that. So look what here in this story. A man bought the Prophet a black slave girl. Question: if Islam is against slavery, why Muslims are buying slaves? They are buying slaves. It's part of Islam. The Quran is full of it. The Quran not only allowed you to buy slaves, allowed you to rape them and to have sex with them, even if they are married. It doesn't matter. وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانَكُمْ, whatever you own in your hand, it's not forbidden for, it's forbidden for you to have sex with married women, except, so married women is haram in Islam, except captive, slave. Any slave you own, you can have sex with her even if she is married. So a woman, she came to him, and you know, Muhammad, he asked her, where is Allah? She pointed to heaven with her finger. Obviously she don't speak Arabic, but she understand. You know, she's an African woman, she don't speak Arabic, she's captured from Ethiopia maybe, etc. So what is Allah? She pointed to heaven with her finger. Then he asked her, who am I? She speak in here. She said the prophet. She pointed to the prophet and to the heaven. So still she don't speak. You see, she pointed at him and she pointed up again, which is very weird. That it says, which means she is trying to say, you are the messenger of Allah. Then he said, set her free, she is a believer. Hold on. So if she is not a believer, you will let her stay a slave? Yes. The slave of Muhammad, the most famous slave of Muhammad, Bilal. Muhammad, he died and he never freed Bilal. Why? You notice here, this woman, she is not owned by Muhammad. If Muhammad is the owner, he will never free her. Muhammad is freeing the slave of someone else. If this woman, she did not say he is a prophet, and this is in the beginning. After that, like if you read in the beginning of Muhammad, you will see that there's 70 people almost, they immigrated with him. Most of them, they are slaves. Those are slaves. Muhammad, he promised them freedom. He was desperately looking for people to join him. And he did not free his own. He was freeing those who they are from his followers, owned by his followers, not from his pocket. Let's see. There's tons of stories, but what we said until now is very close, like to what's happening through centuries. You know, many people do not want to say the truth that the most people who capture are actually all the black people was captured by the Arab in North Africa and sold to the European in Europe or to America. The slavery market was under the control of Islam, not under the control of the Christians or the Western. The Western, they were part of the crimes by buying them, but the market controlled by the Muslims. The same as today, they are the one who import oil for the last 15-60 years. Muslims, they are #1 and the only producer of slavery, and people don't want to see it. So this is why I said, was Muhammad a KKK, or he is from the nation of Islam, which is very stupid to believe in it. Those people, they want to convince you that Muhammad was a black man and the white man is the devil, when we just showed you that Muhammad saying the opposite. He is the white man and the black man is the devil. So I see that people like the Nation of Islam is the same as the KKK, you know, but just different color. It's based on hate and stupidity. And this is my advice for all mankind. Racism can destroy your society. Like imagine black and white, they start going in civil war in America. Black are 10%, they will be demolished, they will be destroyed. But what about white in different place? They will be demolished if they are the minority. Like in South Africa, white are the minority, they will be killed, all of them. So will bring nothing but a chaos and death and war and hate and ugliness. Live in peace, love your brother, and there's no different. Trust me, I have a very close friend of mine. He is a black man. If I say maybe he is the best I met between all the friends I met in my life, he is a black man. He's not a white man. So don't fool yourself with the black and white. This is a stupidity. This is ugliness. Islam is religion of discrimination, and the Muslims, they come to the Western and they try to fool them, especially the black Africans, saying to them, Islam is for the black one. This is absolutely false lie. If this is so, tell them how come the Quran approved the slavery and make it as a must. Until now, Islamic countries cannot sign the human right agreement against slavery because it's against Islam. It is against Islam. You cannot sign, you cannot forbid something is allowed in Islam. With this, I say thank you. If you have any question for me, please feel free to contact me. And this is my address again in the screen. Feel free to contact me. If you are a Muslim and you want to debate me, even if you are from the Nation of Islam, which is a very funny belief, feel free. I don't care for your color, how tall, how big, how small you are. For me, all of you Muslims are the same size, and the size I talk about is the size of your brain. Your brain is flat, and I am going to have some wrinkles in it, so you might understand better, and you learn about how filthy, disgusting your religion, which is to the hate, teach hate to the point you are making differentiation between dogs based on color, horses based on color. And by the way, I can show you tons of hadith about Muhammad hating black animals, all of them, snake, black horse, anything is totally black should be killed. Any animal is 100% black should be killed. What kind of religion this sick religion is? With this I say, God bless you, and see you with more videos again. Bye.